Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Dr. Sabi Ahmed. I made my first podcast in Urdu language, and there was a lot of requests and that you must make the podcast in English language. So I have decided to make this podcast in English language, and today I am going to discuss the topic of effects of this deadly virus on us, on our world, the general effects. There are some pros and there are some cons. The biggest pro of this with that device is that it has given us a static situation. The world is in a stasis situation. We never thought was I don't remember the name of the movie of the Will Smith where he was left alone in this world. The world was going on such a rapid pace that we didn't even have time for ourselves. This disease has given us that time. Okay, obviously there is tension between us, but if we look at positive aspect of this disease, it looks like the time has stopped. Okay, and there is more time to spend with our family. There is more time to be think about ourselves. There is more time to think about our health. We are taking care of our health, our personal hygiene better. We are taking care of our social relations much better. We are distancing ourselves from the daily routine and being together. Okay, we are acting like a united world at this point. Okay, all the countries in the world before this virus, all the countries in the world were fighting against each other. Like America was fighting with Iran, Iran was in a dispute with Saudi Arabia, America was in a dispute with Afghanistan, Russia was in a dispute with Turkey. So many disputes going on. All of those has stopped. Okay, just because of this virus all of the world countries have united against the treatment of this virus. Okay, this is one good point that I think there is. Allah always says that in every after every night there is a morning. Okay, so we should also look at the positive aspects of things that these viruses brought us. Okay, it has stopped the ongoing wars of this world. It has depleted the importance of the money. We were just running after money, 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 money. It has depleted the importance of money. People care about their health. People care about their relations. They are contacting each other more. They are asking about their health. People are really taking care of their hygiene. Now, there's the other side of the coin, the cons. The cons are that our entertainment system is totally destroyed. Okay, even if we go out on a restaurant, um, obviously most of the countries are in a lockdown. The restaurants are not open. Okay, we can't go to the restaurant. Okay, if we go out on a street, the streets are empty. It looks like we are in a world where nobody is living. Okay, we are the only one on this face of the earth. It looks like that. Okay, these are the cons, and unfortunately, it has also created distance between the people which are living at different spaces, different places. Okay, like the inter city, I don't know about other countries, but intercity transport in Pakistan has been banned. Like, if I live in Gujranwala, I can't go to Lahore to meet my friends. If somewhere I live in Lahore, I can't come to Gujranwala. But intracity, I can go and meet people. So I have been distant from my genuine relatives. Okay. Now there is a third topic I want to discuss, and that is a very important topic. Uh, The third topic is what will be the effects of this virus after this? Um, there are certain speculations, okay? Like, you must have noted this that the weather, if you are living in Pakistan, the summer starts like in February, and March is the highest that the temperature starts to go down. But still, the cold has not reached that level. Why? Because the wars are less, okay? Industries are being shut down. There is less pollution in the air. We can see the sky in the Lahore. Lahore, by the way, is a city of Pakistan, very famous city, the second most populated city of Pakistan. I am giving reference of that because I usually work there. Okay, so I remember that looking at the sky and can't even see the stars. But now I look at this sky and I see stars. Okay, thousands of them. Pollution is down. I think to more than 50% of the pollution is down because of less use of vehicles, less industries being used. We are more close to the nature. I can see the flowers blooming. Okay, I can see the trees growing. All the things that used to be hazy in front of my eyes, the nature which I forgot about. I just used to think of it next day of work. It has given me the time to think about the nature. Okay, that's the beautiful thing which I get. The positive thing again. Okay, so some of the uh, predictors and people which I listen to, they have told that the world will be different after this. People will become less greedy for money, okay, after this infection, and the world will move in a righteous way. People will start to help each other. They will help each other. They will understand the meaning of humanity. They will understand the meaning of loving nature. They will have a love for nature. The dominance of money, which was so much in this world, will go down. Like the stock markets are just crashing. People will no longer care about money. There will be some people who will care about money, and they are still caring about money, but most of us will change after this. This is one point of view that we will just love people, love our lives, thank God for it. We will come closer to God. We will love nature. We will just start to be happy after this deadly virus is gone. Okay, this is the first theory that comes. The second theory, it's a totally different point of view. Like the most devastating uh, results for the country is for the USA and the European Union. These were the bodies which were basically controlling the United Nations. Okay, the five veto powers had been affected one or more the most, I would say, and the United States is was the sole superpower. I would say it was the sole superpower of this world, but and now it has docked all of its stations at some islands for quarantine and stuff like that. And the world will be without a superpower, okay? And to be like a country for China to Russia to gain the status of superpower, it will need at least 5 to 10 years. Okay, so the 5 to 10 years that we will have, every country would be able to flourish. They will have to live independently. It may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing. Okay, Like it may be a bad thing for the oil production countries. Like the prices of the oil because the vehicles are being used less and less. There's less demand for oil. The oil market is just going straight rock bottom. Why? So it's devastating for them. The Middle Eastern countries are being destroyed. The economy is being destroyed. But the countries who are agricultural-based countries like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, these countries are really going to get up. Why? Because these are the countries which produce the largest amount of food, wheat, rice that we eat, the fruits that is exported, and they are so undervalued. Okay, so now the time has come for the agriculture countries to take over the world. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, so the agriculture will be again. You can say we will go back like 30 to 40 years back in the past, where agriculture used to have a lot of importance. Okay, and there will be more importance on food, on the poor, on health, food, clothing, and these basic necessities of life. And countries will think less and less about weapons. Okay, United States of America's superpower domain dynasty was really a devastating one. It totally destroyed the world. Okay, but it's come to an end now. That's the other point of the view, okay? That there will be no superpower, people will be happier because they will have no sanctions imposed upon them and no other kind of what should I say, like um, weapons deals and wars going on. All of these things will stop. Most of the people will just thank God for this life, for the health, and for the food and these kind of things. And the unity between the countries will increase. That's the second point of view. The third point of view is the most dangerous one. That after this, America is no longer the superpower of this world because the peak is yet to come. Okay, for that country. Who the race for the superpower will be on. India, China, Russia, these three countries, and America will obviously try to fight back. Okay, I'm sure of one point that after this virus is gone, China will just China and Russia are going to declare straightforwardly that dollar we are not going to trade in dollar. That is for sure. China has decided that, and the trade will be in their local currencies or in gold. I think probably it will be a gold currency based trade and dollar dominance will be over, which is a good thing because we have been living in a bubble economy for such a long time and this economy will be destroyed. But the negative effects it may have the theory that every country will try to build weapons of mass destruction in such a speedy time because they will know that it's a race for superpowerism. Okay, there is no superpowerism in the world now. So China will make weapons at an alarming ratio. Russia will try to make weapons in an alarming ratio. India will buy aircrafts, fighter jets, and all these things in an alarming ratio. These are the next three contenders, okay? And India will, of course, try to control. their borders. Like they can fight with Pakistan. Okay, America will retaliate. Even they can attack Turkey. Turkey will also join this race of superpowers because they want to create the caliph system again. Okay, that's the main agenda of Erdogan. So these are the main three theories. First, two of them are good, not that bad, but the third one is really dangerous. And in the end, I want to discuss about the vaccine situation, and I uploaded a video about ivermectin being approved by FDA, and some people mistook it that it will be the treatment will start right away. No, that doesn't happen this way. Okay, if the drug the first it's the like you think of it as a step ladder. Okay, it's the first step being approved by the FDA and the WHO. Okay. Second step is the animal trials. Okay. I told you in the previous podcast that this virus affects other mammals and birds. The vaccines and the drugs are being tried on those animals. Okay. And scientists of all around the world, Australia and China and America, all over the world, even in Pakistan, plasma is being used. They are developing vaccines and drugs. They're testing them on the animals. This is the second phase. If that is successful, by the way, the most promising drugs I told you were, I will repeat again, ivermectin, remedesiver, lopinavir, and rotenavir combination, okay, APNO1, okay, and hydrochloroquine or chloroquine, you can say, which America is pushing forward. And so these are the five drugs. There may be some other drugs, but aspirin has been latestly improved because it has been discovered by autopsying the people who died from coronavirus that there are thromboembolisms. There were embols in the bodies of the patient who died. So aspirin has also been included in the list. Okay, the use of aspirin has also been used and is under trial for the treatment of this drug. Okay, why? Because it decreases the risk of clotting. It decreases the risk of embolism. It also decreases inflammation, just like a chloroquine does. Okay, so many of the vaccines and drugs are under trial and they are being in the second phase. Then will come the third phase, the human trials. Okay, and it's gonna take a while. It's going to take like 3 to 4 months. Usually, it takes like years to prove a vaccine and to get a vaccine or drug approved. But at this time of crisis, this time will be short. Okay, we will look at the short-term effects for like 3 to 4 months. That will be the period of testing the vaccine. And if the vaccine and drugs effects are okay, then these drugs are going to be approved for the treatment of the patients. If the words goes on like this, okay. Second, there has been a treatment known as the people who have suffered from coronavirus and who has recovered from it. You know that the concept of antibodies, okay? Our body produces antibodies. There are the certain type of cells, okay, which produce antibodies, okay, in our bodies. I don't want to go into deep medicine, okay? Antibodies are basically which try to counter attack the virus which is affecting our body. So if a person is healed, so his blood must have those antibodies. Okay, so those patients plasma, which contains the antibody, plasma is the part of the blood, by the way. It's been uh, retrieved from their body, okay, a specific amount, and it's been injected into a patient of the body of the who are in intensive care units. Okay, this is that therapy which has been tried in which is going on in Pakistan, and it's also going on in China. Okay, they're injecting the patients which are in intensive care units with plasma from the people who have recovered from this deadly virus. Also, this also has some pros. Pros are that you are transferring antibodies against that virus. It will help them fight those viruses. And the results have been really positive. Like it has shown improvement in 80 to 90% of the patients. But at the other side, it can also be a source of transferring of infections. Okay, we usually screen for 5 infections only. Okay, HIV, hepatitis C, syphilis, rubella, and those kind of things, 5 things. But the other diseases, they can be transmitted by this method. Okay, that's the negative point of things. Then there is a third treatment that's been going on. That's called stem cell uh, manipulation. Okay, the stem cells are being stimulated in such a way that they are stimulating the bone marrow to produce more and more lymphocytes and TNF cells. Uh, the ones who are basically the killer cells, we call them the killer cells. These are the cells when the body is attacked by any virus or any kind of germ. These are the first line of defense. The stem cells manipulation or stimulation is being done to produce these kinds of cells. They are stimulating the stem cells to differentiate into these kinds of cells so the body's immune system can get stronger. The basic idea behind this is we force the stem cells to produce more and more immune cells so that our immune system gets strong and it will be able to fight off the virus. These are the three types of researches that are the most promising going on now. First one is the vaccine and the drug, which I have told in the previous video. The second is the plasma therapy. Third is the stem cell stimulation therapy. Okay, so these are this was a video. I think the video has gone for 23 minutes. It's a very long video. I don't want to extend the video any longer. And I just want to end this podcast now. And God protect us all. And I wish we could follow the first theory that the people are saying. We all become united, the pollution will get down, we pay more attention to humanity and the nature and the relationships and care less about money. I really want people to think about that. May Allah guard us. May Allah God protect us from this deadly virus. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.